An anonymous source reached out to me regarding Bao's doc, and they pointed out something very interesting. The fact that Bao is referencing stuff that happened in 2025 as the reason why her model was canceled in 2024. And we're going to talk about it in this YouTube video. Now, this video is going to have chapters and everything covered in the video has already been covered. It just bringing attention to the fact that, hey, it seems that Bao is referencing stuff that happened in 2025 for the model cancellation that happened in 2024? This video is going to be heavily biased, so keep that in mind moving forward. So, to begin, let's dive into Bao's Google Doc. Now, the main thing I want to look at is this section right here, where Bao states Nanoless asked Redacted and why he is encouraging her not to finish my model. Redacted then lists my name amongst various VTubers, as well as the vendetta Sinder and Redacted Harper against each. Bao has been getting on her nerves for a while. She hijacked our YouTube editor, constantly picking up artists that we work with. Now she's barking up the tree of one of our L2D animators, has a way of guilt-tripping others to get her way. This is what Redacted lists as reasons why Nanoless should cancel her ongoing live 2D commission with me, all the while continuing to collaborate with me and pretending to be my friend. Now, before we even begin, when did Bao's model get canceled? Well, we can see it here. She provides a screenshot after that statement to show that, hey, my model got canceled. So, it starts off with Redacted on August 5th, 2024, 4:13 p.m. Did you cancel models? Nanoless, I did not. Redacted. Nano arc delayed to 2026. Nano, I'm scared to cancel with Bao. Redacted. You shouldn't be. She has so many connections, she'll find someone super fast. Did you already design her outfit? I remember her showing it to us at BeebCon. Nanoless, yee, I can give her the design for free as an apology gift. And then the convo continues here in this screenshot. August 5th, 2024, 4:25 p.m. Redacted. Don't sell yourself short. I think she'd be fine with taking the design and finding someone else. I wouldn't offer it for free, maybe half price if she starts shit lol. Nano. Yeah, you're right. I'll talk to her today. We'll also close the model inquiry today. Opening that was a mistake. So, what's funny here is the screenshot that you're seeing here was not initially in Nanoless's doc. In fact, if you go to Nanoless's doc, the only thing that Nano has in her doc, that Bao has in her doc regarding the August 5th, 2024 convo is this one right here. It's just the screenshot where Redacted at 4:13 p.m. asked Nano, did you cancel models? That's the only thing that's the same here. So there is missing context from it. I guess that's what it looks like to me. Now, Bao then messages the girly pops, I guess, on August 6th, 2024 at 6:40 p.m. stating, Smoj, Nano had to drop me as a client because her work schedule is too hectic. So from that alone, I can infer, hey, the model canceled on August 6th, 2024. Now, you can find this screenshot here on Bao's X post that she made in response to Cinder's apology, where she states how can you say you didn't know? I showed you both my base model sketch from Nano WeebCon. We walked on stage and performed together. You were in the group where I shared my sadness over Nano suddenly canceling my model after we were so close to begin live 2D and rigging. And to now find out that just the day before I shared my sadness, this is the conversation that happened that ruined months of debut prep planning, merge preparation. If you want to apologize to me, please do it properly and stop hiding behind red. Okay. And the other photo she provides, other than the girly pop photo, is the screenshots of the convo between Nanoless and Redacted. And by the way, this screenshot is half of this screenshot right here. So that's what she puts there. And so I am confused about this post because we see it's 2024, right? Now, if we go to her doc, Bao is referencing stuff that happened in 2025. Here's why I say that. So remember these claims that she pointed out, right? Okay, where does she get these claims from that Redacted stated? Well, it's from these screenshots here that were taken from a convo between Redacted and Nanoless on January 15th, 2025. This is 4 to 5 months after the model cancellation. What? What? And the best part Did you know these screenshots are out of order? The first screenshot here on January 15, 2025 is at 9 p.m. The second one is at 8:29 p.m. And the final one here is at 8:52 p.m. The screenshots are blatantly out of order. Now, I want to address this part, where Bao states Nanoless asked Redacted on why he is encouraging her not to finish my model. I want to address that part. As far as I understand, she references these 3 screenshots to support this claim, as far as I assume and understand. So let's just go ahead and read the screenshots that she provided in her Google Doc in order to support this claim. All right, so did Nanoless ask Redacted and why he's encouraging her not to finish my model? Let's go ahead and read. So, 8:29 p.m. Nano, of course, I wanted to understand it better, especially if I cancel her for the second time, lol. Well, with Blank, she's given a lot of bias and priority at GS, sometimes over Sinder, and we can't really confront them about it, and plus she's gone 3D lately. Blank hurt one of our friends pretty bad, and I can't really say much more than that since it's not my drama to get into. Blank has been getting on our nerves for a while. She hijacked her YouTube editor a while ago and is constantly picking up artists that we work with. We've gotten to know her better to being friends with her, but she really rubs us the wrong way with the things she does. We wanted to try and safeguard our most important artists from her since she's already taken our editor. And I don't mean taken like he doesn't want work with us anymore. He does, but he has to dedicate time for her now, and sometimes that gets in the way of our projects. Also, one of Bao's MV editors is the one that did the Boss Rush MV, and we're 99% sure she told him not to do any more with us. But like, model art isn't the most important thing. That's a VTuber's entire image. Again, this is all secret talk, la 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 la. Going on to 8:52 p.m. Redacted, and now she's been barking up the tree of one of our LTD animators, so like, and you, and a Nano model. Nano, yeah, looking for me sounds sus for sure. Redacted, it's so annoying. IDK, man. Nano, oh, Redacted. She has a way of guilt-tripping people to get her way. Moving back up here. Redacted, what about we can pay, and this is at 9 p.m., Blank for you, and you don't have to discount it for the next payment, and we'll continue giving you lots of model work. I think about 4 this year right now, but you don't work with Bao, Blank, or Blank at all again. Models are art. I don't think you've ever done anything with Bao or Blank before. We also have another GS label for you too, the FK. Is there any way to add a little bit more, since Blank still asks for art every now and then? We could do it like Blank asks for art, you tell her no, and then tell us to buy another art piece, like, so you still get a job from it. Nano, it do be fair, but okay, can I ask for Demon Sinder figure? So if you want to see the uncensored version of these screenshots, you can go to Nano's Google Doc and you can see it for yourself. So, oh, actually, you can go to Silverveil's Google Doc to see it. Do you see how I have to cross-reference stuff because some things are uncensored and not uncensored? It's really annoying. So, let's see. Here it is. So, here you can see Silver is mentioned. So, Silverveil is mentioned. And this, by the way, this is from Silverveil's doc. So, and I want to point out some things. There are 2 screenshots that rub me the wrong way, I guess. Okay. So, if we compare Nanoless's screenshots to Bao's screenshots, specifically the one in January 15, 2025, 8:29 p.m., if you look closely, there are 2 sentences that are not in Nanoless's initial screenshot, which is the Blank hurt one of our friends pretty bad. I can't really say much more than that since it's not my drama to get into. And the second sentence, again, this is all secret talk, la 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 la. So these 2 sentences are not in the screenshot. So tampered screenshots, essentially. And then the funny thing, right? The funniest thing ever is this one right here, where Nano says it do be fair, but okay, can I ask for Demon Sinder figure at 9:05 p.m.? If you go to that screenshot in Nanoless's doc, it's really funny, I tell you. But you see right here, same one at 9 p.m. At 9:05 p.m. it's cut off. So it's cut off in Nanoless's doc, but it's not cut off in Bao's doc, so... Alright, interesting. Interesting stuff. So back to the main thing about, like, hey, these claims are in these screenshots. The whole Bao's been getting on her nerves for a while, which you can find here. Blank has been getting on her nerves for a while, which if you go here to Nanoless's doc, you can actually see her name stated here. Bao's been getting on her nerves for a while. The second claim was she hijacked our YouTube editor a while ago and constantly picking up artists to work with. So the first 3 claims are in this screenshot at 8:29 p.m., January 15, 2025. And then the last 2 claims are on the January 15, 2025, 8:52 p.m. screenshot. And now she's been barking up the tree, one of our LTD animators. She has a way of guilt-tripping people to get her way. So yeah, all 5 of these claims are in the January 15th, 2025 combo between Redacted and Nanoless. Now that we've established that Bao is referencing that stuff here in these combos in January 15th, 2025, where in these three screenshots that she has provided, in these three screenshots, where does Nanoless ask Redacted on why he is encouraging her not to finish her model? Any takers? None? Good, because she doesn't say it. These three screenshots are supposed to support the claim that Nanoless asked Redacted and why he's encouraging her not to finish Bao's model. But none of these three screenshots here show Redacted encouraging her to not finish her model. In fact, if anything, it's just Redacted just gossiping with Nanoless. That's all it is. So to me personally, this first sentence has no weight. And then the last thing, this is what Redacted lists as reasons why Nanoless should cancel her ongoing Live 2D commission with me, all while continuing to collaborate with me and pretending to be my friend. Okay. What the heck? She is referencing stuff that happened in 2025. This convo, by the way, is what happened in 2025. For the reason why her model was canceled in 2024. I'm sorry, do I need a time machine to figure this stuff out? It doesn't make sense. Why would you use stuff in a convo that happened in 2025 for a reason why your model was canceled in 2024? Think about that. Using stuff that happened, if your model was canceled in 2024, I would think you would look at stuff that happened before the model got canceled to figure out why the model was canceled, not go 4 to 5 months into the future to see why your model got canceled. Do you see how this is weird? Using stuff after the model got canceled for the reason why the model got canceled? It doesn't make sense. And if some people are like, oh, what about the MVs? Because Redacted makes a claim about the MVs, stating that it was a flop, which it wasn't, which, yeah, the MV thing that she states, yeah, so here at 8:42 p.m. on January 15, 25, see, this is another part of the convo. This happens between these two screenshots, the 8:29 p.m. and the 8:52 p.m. screenshot. This one was in there. Do you see what I mean? The screenshots are out of order. The context is jumbled up here. But the main thing here is that on 8:42 p.m. Redacted says, well, we love working with you. Sinder wouldn't be Sinder without Nano, but okay, but like, let me tell you the tea about the MV thing. About original songs last year that had MVs by her editor, and the songs flopped. Her editor met us at TwitchCon and was saying that he'd love to work with us, practically jumping through hoops to get something planned. We managed to have him squeeze in the Boss Rush MV between his work with Bao. He says he loved working on it and super excited to work on the next MV project. Boss Rush's song blows up and he's credited as the editor. I asked him when he's free to do the next project. All of a sudden, he changes his mind, is only working with Bao going forward. No explanation. So, okay, let's look specifically at this sentence here. Bao original songs last year that had MVs by her editor and the songs flopped. Okay, this is a bad on Redacted's part. The songs didn't flop. I actually went to Bao's YouTube channel. I went to through her videos, right? This is her YouTube channel, by the way. I went through her YouTube channel, and I went to her videos, right? And there were 3 original songs that I found. For example, there's this one, Natural Disaster, VTuber song, original song, Bao the Whale, Tricky Wee. Sorry, I'm saying it wrong. I'm sorry. Tricky Wee, Yuzu, and Vienna. Now, if you look at the views, 514,940 views premiered August 31st, 2024. Over 15,000 likes. That's not a flop. I think that's pretty decent. That's me projecting. That's me personally. So that's the first original song. Another original song that happened was Bao the Whale Burst My Bubble original song, which has over 13,000 likes, over 200,000 views, so like 242,076 views, premiered September 7th, 2024. That's still pretty decent for an original song. I think that's decent. What the heck is Redacted saying? And then the final one that I found was Bao the Whale Final Bao original song 3D MV, and this has over 150,000 views. So like, but the actual count is 155,544 views. Premiered August 17th, 2024. Now, I know, like, compared to like bigger streamers, it's not as big, but it's not a flop. I would say it's, if it was a flop, I'd say like no one watched it. I think the fact that Bao had these MVs and people watched it, and she got over 11,000 likes on it, I think that's saying a lot. I think that means the MV was pretty good. To me, I think these MVs were pretty good. So Redacted saying it's a flop? Nah, that's wrong. Like, you can tell, like, she put the effort to get this song out. That's how I see it. So Redacted is wrong there. Just blatantly wrong. Just, why would you? No. So the main reason why I showed you these MVs is that, guess what happened before all three of these MVs took place? Oh, that's right. Bao's model cancellation. Bao's model cancellation happened before any of these MVs hit Bao's YouTube channel, as far as I understand, according to what I've searched and seen. So, yeah, and just to further prove it, remember, on Bao's X account, there's little proof and when it got canceled. So, yeah. But the thing that I really wanted to point out, that the anonymous source pointed out, is that Bao is referencing stuff that happened on January 15th, 2025 as the reason why her model got canceled in August 6th, 2024. Think about that. All of the stuff here about this happened like after the model cancellation. And nowhere in these screenshots that Bao provided does Nanoless ask Redacted and why he's encouraging her to not finish my model. It's not even there. So, what am I looking at? What? Why are you referencing stuff that happened after model cancellation for the reason why your model got canceled? It would make sense if the events happened before the model cancellation, but this stuff happened after. What do you mean? This is a convo that happened after the model cancellation. Why are you using that as the reason why your model got canceled on August 6th, 2024? And I just want to point this out. I want to point this out here. This is not what friends do. Friends do not sabotage other friends out of business opportunities. Friends do not spread lies to fuel selfish narratives. Friends do not use the private information they get from the privilege of being close to friends just to use it to manipulate others. If stepping on your friends and abusing your power and connections is how you get to the top, then I hope you realize no one will be left when you get there. I want to take that. Just want to put that out there. I want to put this out there. And I'm going to put in my biased personal opinion now, because as you can tell, I'm slowly putting my personal interpretation and biased opinion in there. But, you know, Bao is right. Bao is right. A friend, that is not what friends do. Yeah. A friend shouldn't, you know, put their grievances in a Google Doc and then post that Google Doc on social media like X. And then, oh, by the way, state this at the end of the doc. I would like to ask the community to refrain from spreading any harmful speculation. I want to put that out there. I will say, what Bao said about friends, like friends shouldn't sabotage other people, you're absolutely right. Bao is absolutely right in that. But I will say, a friend, like I said earlier, a true friend, wouldn't just air their grievances in a Google Doc and then post it to the internet to see. A true friend would reach out to their friend and try to resolve it privately and be like, hey, why are you doing this? A true friend wouldn't collaborate with other people to ruin a friend's career over something like this. It's very, personally to me, it's very hypocritical for Bao to say, hey, friends shouldn't do that, when she literally said that the best way to handle this was to put it all in a Google Doc for all to see. That's not how a true friend should do. If you were truly friends, you would try to talk to the person. And as far as I know, no one tried to reach out to Sinder about it. In fact, when Sinder reached out, Nano blocked her. And of course, I'll be adding additional references for context, but it rubs me the wrong way for Bao to say all these things when she herself did what a friend shouldn't do to another friend, which is, how dare you do this to me? Let me go ahead and put this in a Google Doc, collaborate with other people, and then post it to the internet for everyone to see. And the last bit about saying, please do not spread speculation, right? That last bit, where I would like to ask the community to refrain from spreading any harmful speculation. Okay, that is, in my personal biased opinion, the most naive thing you can ever say. I will give you props for saying, don't do this, but realize this. By making a Google Doc about all of this, and then posting it on the internet, you have literally enabled people to make harmful speculations, whether or not you said so. Because we're human. We're going to end up doing it anyway. So the fact of the matter is, this is just me ranting at this point. The fact of the matter is, a true friend, let's go ahead and look at it again, because, yeah. Because it really does rub me the wrong way, that this is the approach that Val and the others decided. Yeah. Yeah, that is not what friends do. Friends do not make a Google Doc and post it on the internet. Friends should, you know, talk to each other privately, not bring other people into your own drama. I don't even understand that. It's a thing. It's a thing. But to summarize my rant, because I've, like, ranted enough, a true friend wouldn't post their private grievances in a Google Doc and then post it on X for everyone to see. Because by doing that, you're dragging people unrelated to the drama to your drama. You're dragging people into it, especially if you're a public figure. Why did we need to know that? Hearing, literally, that doc that she posted isn't going to affect me going to Jack in the Box to get a munchie meal. Her posting that doc isn't going to negatively affect me from being able to turn on my Switch 2 and play Donkey Kong Bonanza. All it does is it just drags people into the drama, people that have nothing to do with it. And whether they meant it or not, they essentially weaponized their fan base. Because by posting this out there, people will have a mindset and they will just go and attack. Even if you say don't do it, people are going to do it because we're human. It's very naive to literally post a Google Doc about everything and then just say, don't spread hate. It's like putting, like, a bone in front of a dog and say, no, Terry, you can't have the bone, and then just walk away. The dog's gonna get the bone. There's nothing stopping the dog from getting the bone. If it hadn't happened in the first place, we wouldn't even be in this situation. So yeah, I just wanted to rant a bit about that. But anyway, rant over. What does this mean? It means that, yeah, Bao referenced stuff that happened on January 15th, 2025 for the reasons her model was cancelled in August 6th, 2024? Anyway, everything I used in the video will be in the description below. I encourage you, the viewer, to go to the source so that way you can come to your own independent conclusion.